First of all, welcome to India, Vishenji. And 1,000 people experienced that awesomeness session. Everyone was into the flow before getting on to the lunch. So thank you very much for this wonderful session. You talked about Silva method. I think you did it in 1996.
Right.
And you practiced a lot of meditation when you were very much stressed out. And I attended a session of online session of creative visualization. So do you mean everything is in mind?
Well, to answer in the shortest way possible, much about what we call the human experience is on a mental plane. Human beings simultaneously exist in two different planes. There's the physical plane, which is the real world, but a lot about our life, from our definition of careers to marriage to meditation, they are not tangible things. You can't see them. They are mental constructs. And so in that sense, yes, everything is mine. The historian Yuval Hariri, who wrote the book Sapiens, calls this the cognitive world. And because the cognitive world is the dominant world of human beings right now, we've moved from animal to Homo sapiens. Yes, in that sense, everything is mind, and thus everything can be hacked with the right mental tools. So that's how I would answer that question.
In India, there is a doha, man ke hare har hai, man ke jeete jeet. Now, 1,000 entrepreneurs, most of them small and medium, attended your session, and you talked about they are focused on problems. They are focused on their means goals, not on their end goals. So what is your special suggestion on this day when they want growth in their life?
Well, the first thing is, first you got to make sure that you're on that right path to growth. If you're in a job or career that you were forced into that has no meaning for you, if you're still pushing for growth, it's going to be really hard. So the first thing is to find a career or a path or a job or a business that speaks to your heart, that you feel you're happy doing, even if you never got paid for it. And that's really the secret to growth. Once you do that, everything else falls into place. But I think it's useless to push for growth in something that doesn't excite you, that doesn't give you meaning, because you're pushing against a brick wall.
So when you talk about mindfulness, we need to be happy in this moment, sir. And specifically, you said that the greatest execution can be gratitude.
Yes.
Why is gratitude so much important?
You know, we don't know. But I know that study after study after study after study shows that gratitude is that human quality that leads to the greatest boost in well-being. It makes you sleep better, causes fewer headaches, reduces stress, reduces anxiety, creates feelings of connectedness. I don't think science fully understands it. But it seems that the practice of appreciating what we have and who we are seems to create a remarkable happiness boost. And since happiness creates a positive influence on everything else, you find that through the practice of gratitude, every aspect of your life seems to improve. So gratitude right now, science says, has the highest correlation to well-being than any other human character trait.
Yeah, finally, almost 4 decades of experience you have in this lively world. So what is your ultimate secret of success from your experience?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
And you said that the general goal setting method is not so good enough.
Yes.
We should be after some passion and some mission.
Yes. Well, because traditional goal setting confuses goals and happiness. It gets a lot of people thinking that they got to attain a goal to attain happiness. I don't prescribe to that traditional goal setting. I ask people to go for happiness first, to see happiness as a lever that you can pull directly right now, no matter what state you're in, through the practice of gratitude and other happiness-inducing mechanisms. But you still need goals, because life would be boring if we weren't pushing to be a better human being or pushing to shape our world in a better way. But those goals are not designed to create happiness. Those goals are designed to give you meaning, purpose, drive, all those other things. But happiness is separate. You got to be happy before you attain your goal. And when you can successfully separate the two, you find that you move towards your goals in a far more fluid, easy way, because happiness fuels you. Study after study after study show that there is a happiness advantage. Happiness makes doctors more productive, salespeople better at their jobs, students better at answering questions. Happiness fuels you towards your goal. So traditional goal setting merges the two and confuses the two. I'm saying separate happiness, be happy now, and use goals instead for meaning, contribution, passion, and drive, and let happiness fuel you there.
So great, sir. Finally, sir, you talked about purpose. What can be, when we say that Manushya Jivana Durlabh, means rare is the human existence. So what can be the ultimate purpose of everyone's life?
I don't know. I don't think. One of my favorite philosophers, Neil Donald Walsh, said, there isn't a giant blackboard in the sky where it's written, Amit's purpose is. No, I think it's up to us to figure out that purpose, and I think that purpose can change as we go through life. Ultimately, purpose, a great way of answering it, is the question posed by the business coach Martin Rutt. The question is, what would be your vision of heaven on earth? What is it that you would change about the world? Is it clean water for everyone? Is it better healthcare? Is it better education that makes the world more heaven-like? And if you can answer that question, and there's one particular thing that really pulls you, that may be where you want to look to find your purpose. To me, it's education.
So finally, thanks very much coming and enlightening and making aware what life is all about. Thanks
Thank you.
so much.
I appreciate that. Thanks.